Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have so much to talk about. This is going to be a best of 2017 beauty video. So I'm going to talk about all of my favorite products from the entire year. I have a ton of stuff and I'm probably going to forget some stuff and leave stuff out because there was just so many good launches this year. I have two items here for foundation. My favorite, the Lancome, I always say it wrong, Tint Idol Ultra is how I'm going to say it, I'm sorry, but this is in 100 Ivory. This one is a little bit more expensive, and then I have this one, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, which I have raved about. This is like $5, and this is, again, 100 Ivory, but this is so comfortable to wear. It's really soft and creamy, and it just has a really great full coverage. It's not a light coverage foundation, so if you're looking for full coverage, that is definitely one that I would recommend. Moving right along, my favorite setting powder is the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. This stuff is fantastic. It smells delicious. It has a really flattering peachy undertone, and it's just really smooth. It has a little sifter in the shape of a peach. And then from there, I only have one bronzer. I also love this Sweet Peach little bronzer from Too Faced, but I cannot find it. I have been traveling a lot lately, and so a lot of my makeup is just lost in the universe. I don't know where it is. I'm very upset about it. I can't find my Shape Tape, for example, so I do not have a concealer to show you guys, but if you're wondering, my favorite is the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair for me, for my skin tone. But my favorite bronzer, aside from the Too Faced one, is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This is in Bikini Contest, and this is just like a really flattering color for pale skin. It's not super dramatic. It has a nice bronze to it, and it's not shimmery, which I love. I do not like shimmery bronzers. It seems to just kind of bring out all of my flaws and my pores, and I don't like that. And then for blush, I really love the Tarte 12 Hour Amazonian Clay, but right now my favorite is the Milani blushes. This is in Romantic Rose. This is just a really pretty, really subtle blush, which I like because I'm so fair. Blushes sometimes look really like over dramatic and terrible on me, so I don't wear a lot of blush, but when I do, I will wear this one because it's just a really gentle color for fair skin, and it looks really beautiful on the skin. It blends super easily. So my favorite highlighter of the year, obviously, was the Too Faced Diamond Light highlighter, and this is it right here, and this one was just like blew my mind. So I'm just gonna swatch. It just gives you like the most beautiful glow. You don't need anything else. You don't even have to double up with this. You can just do one swipe of this and you're good to go. And it is so beautiful for the inner corner, for the cheekbones, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. And then something that I just recently got actually was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I know I'm late to the game on this as usual. This palette of highlighters changed my life. Let me just tell you, this rose gold one, as you can see, I've kind of dipped into that one. First of all, these are all fantastic for your eyes or for lip toppers. You could do easily, but for me, my perfect shade is this one right here. It is White Sand, and that one is just perfect for my fair skin. It's really beautiful. Let me just do a swatch. Like, look at how gorgeous that is, and you really only need a little bit, but the other colors are also really beautiful. They just may not work for my specific skin tone. This kind of cocoa-y color here, Hot Sand, is also beautiful, but it's more of a bronzy. I mean, that's pretty wild. Look at that. This one I will talk about in the highlighter section. It's the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. These are technically highlighters, but for me, the pans are so small that I never use them as highlighters because you really can't get the big scope of product that you want. I mainly will use these for my eyes, and these colors like blow my mind. I know for some reason some people didn't like them very much, and I honestly don't know why. I use this with almost every single look I do, in the inner corners, anywhere that I can put these colors, I will put them there because they are so so beautiful, to die for. Next, I want to talk about brushes because I have quite a few brushes, not a lot of face brushes, but this one right here from It Cosmetics, the Love is the Foundation brush, it's dirty with foundation on it, I apologize. It was a special edition release for October, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that's why it's pink and glittery, and it's in the shape of a heart. It kind of looks like a booty, but it's a heart anyway. But this is just, these bristles are just so dense and comfortable, and it just really does such a beautiful job of smoothing the foundation over the skin. The rest of these are pretty much Morphe because Morphe is an affordable brand and they make really nice brushes, and I love them, and I'm not ashamed that I'm obsessed with Morphe brushes. So the first one is the Morphe M310. This is a really slender highlighting brush. I really like this because I don't like a super thick fluffy fan brush. While they're really pretty and luxurious, and you know, you could use them for contour or maybe even blush, for highlight I just like a really slim line of highlight on my face. So this one I really like for kind of detail highlighting. Next, I use the Morphe M510, kind of a big fluffy shader brush. You could also use this as a precision highlight brush. I never have, I just use the fan brush or my finger, honestly. But this one I will use for my base shade to kind of fluff it all the way up to my eyebrows, which are hidden right now. Also, if I want to really smoke it out, that's what I'll use. And then after that, I will use the Morphe M441. This one is a little bit of a smaller brush. It's for a little bit more of a precision blend. I will use this for my transition shade to kind of smoke out the crease and give myself a good base color for the look that I'm doing. And then after that, I have an even smaller one, Morphe M443. This is my crease brush that I use to really deepen up the crease and get that color in there to kind of accentuate my eyes and make them look bigger and more beautiful because I have tiny little eyes. Okay, so I have 3 Kevyn Aucoin brushes to talk about. This one is the sculpting brush, and it's very flat on the end, kind of densely packed. So this one I don't use as much, but when I do, it really does the job. What I will do is kind of dip into a color and really just kind of pat it, usually on the outer corner, if I want kind of more of a dense color, if that makes sense. And then I also have the Kevyn Aucoin blender and concealer brush. To me, this looks more like a pencil brush, and that's what I use it for. I'll use it to kind of smoke out and add color to the lower lash line because the bristles, while they're kind of dense and pointy, they're also soft and they don't hurt under the eye. And then the last one is the shadow liner, and this one I will use to really get a tight line of color underneath the lower lashes. And I'll also use it if I'm doing kind of like fake liner with shadow, you know what I mean? Sometimes you do that, and this is, well, it's called the shadow liner, so it's perfect. And then I just have a couple more to talk about. This one I just got. It's the Morphe M507, and it's like a pointy pencil brush. This one I will use really for the inner corner because it's so small and pointy. You can really use this for a variety of things. And then the last 2 that I want to talk about are very similar. This is the MAC 248 and this is the Morphe M167. There's definitely a difference in price, and there's not a huge difference in the brushes. The Morphe obviously is going to be cheaper, but these are my go-to packing brushes. Both of them I'll use equally, just depending on, you know, if I'm doing multiple colors, I'll switch back and forth. But these are perfect if you want to spray a little setting spray on there and dip into a super glittery color, maybe with a lot of fallout, to pack on the shimmer. These are going to be really fantastic for that. So I have a couple of little kits that were really cute releases in 2017. This one from Too Faced and Beauty Blender, this is the Beauty Sleep kit, and this, you see my ring light, this comes with a full-size beauty blender, a mini beauty blender, a good size, it's not a full size, but it's pretty close, of the Hangover finishing spray / primer spray, which this stuff I adore. It has a really yummy coconut smell, and it just is super refreshing. Sometimes in the morning I'll just wake up and spray the heck out of my face with this because I just need it. And then this is the actual primer here. the replenishing face primer, and that's also a pretty good size. So these two are not full size. I thought that they were online. And then another little kit that I wanted to talk about was the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some New Lip. This kit was $28 and it's an $80 value, and you get two full-size products in here. You get a full-size Smashbox liquid lipstick and a full size of the new Marc Jacobs lipstick crayons. And I'll open this up because you guys just kind of have to see what's in here. You get a full-size Smashbox Always On Metallic Matte Lipstick in the color Xoxo Vlada. She is this incredible beauty guru. She is partnered with Smashbox and she does the most beautiful lip art you've ever seen. Look her up on Instagram. Seriously, she blows my mind. Everything she posts is like unreal. But I'm just gonna swatch this. First of all, these applicators are super, super unique. They're like I'm gonna say like a diamond almost shape, and they are just like so beautiful. So there is that one. It looks sheer on my hand, but I promise on the lips it is not. It's just a really beautiful coppery rose gold, and it's a full size. These things are like $24 a piece, and this whole box is $28. Like, it's such a good deal. And then you get this adorable little lip balm from Trestique. It smells really good. It smells kind of citrusy, and I believe that it's tinted. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, it's tinted. And so this is the Mini Plumping Lip Balm. So it's gonna plump up your lips a little bit and also add a little bit of that really flattering reddish pink color. And it's just also, the packaging is so adorable. It looks like a tiny little pencil. And then this is one of the ones I was super excited about. This is the Marc Jacobs Liquid Lip Crayon in Night Mauves. If anyone gets that reference, please comment down below. It is one of my favorite songs ever, Night Moves. Anyway, back to business, but it is just, oh my god. You have to see this to believe it. Like, it is the creamiest formula ever. I get why they call it a liquid lip crayon, because it is like, I'm barely touching my hand, and look at that color. I need more of these. And this is a full size. Like, you get a ton of product in here. Look at that. And then you get a Huda Beauty lip strobe in the color Snobby. And this is like a pink iridescent. And this is a lip topper. And that's that one on the bottom, which is super, super beautiful. I really love these. I actually have a couple of her lip strobes. And then last but not least, the Fenty Beauty lipstick in Candy Venom. I went to the store and swatched all of the Fenty Beauty lipsticks. This one was by far my favorite shade. You get a pretty good amount in here, not a ton, but enough that you could get several uses out of it. I have not swatched this. It's like in perfect unused condition, but what's the point of makeup if you're not going to use it? So let's just swatch it on my hand right now. Look at that beautiful reddish pink. It's like a watermelon. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I kind of wish that I wore this on my lips today, but my eyes were kind of crazy, so I decided on a nude lip. Something really cute that was released exclusively at Sephora and then eventually added to ColourPop.com was the Take Me Home palette. This is the first palette that I've ever seen from them where there's a mirror inside. So that was a plus. It was only $12. It was released on Black Friday, and these colors are super beautiful. This gold I've used a few times. Something that I loved about this is the previous launches at Sephora and ColourPop were all shimmers. There was not a single matte product released at Sephora. And so when they released this little palette is really all that you need. It's small and compact. You can travel with this super easily. And this is all that you need to create a look. It has a base shade. It has deepening your crease shade. It has two, like if you want to go even darker, smokier. And then you have your choice between a rose gold and a gold. Moving on, another Kat Von D product. The Saint and Sinner eyeshadow palette was a huge, exciting release for 2017. This one was honestly one of the things that I got the most excited about. These colors are unbelievably rich. This one right here, like, what a unique shade that is. Almost nothing beats Kat Von D shadows because of the blendability and the pigment. It's just so gorgeous. And the color combinations here, like, you could just do endless looks with this palette. Seriously, this palette like inspires me to do really beautiful, colorful looks, and it's amazing. The palette that people raved about and got really upset about, the Jaclyn Hill palette. This one, as you can see by the reflection, is the new packaging. It has the shades on the back, so it is nice and clean still, and inside, this deep royal blue right here is so, so beautiful, and you just have a really nice collection of mattes and shimmers, and they really, really blend so beautifully. So many different people can use this palette, and it's so beautiful. I love it. This one I already talked about in my ColourPop video. This is the Semi Precious palette, but these shimmers are really, really to die for. I will link this video below because you just have to see these. I swatched them all, and I used them on my eyes, and it's so amazing what ColourPop is doing for such a good price. It's really beautiful. The Just Peachy Mattes from Too Faced. I am a huge Too Faced fan. I love, love, love their lipsticks. I love pretty much all of their products. And this one right here is really what got me so excited, the Peach Punch, because it's just such a beautiful pink color mixed with like these three right here. So gorgeous. So obviously from the title, this is a completely matte palette. There's no shimmers in here, not even a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, you can create quite a few really beautiful looks with just this palette. Now on to eyeshadow singles. Of course, in my opinion, the best eyeshadow singles are from ColourPop. I have a couple of shades right here. I just pulled out some of my favorite kind of more fun colors here. This one is Cusp, the green one, and then we have Luckfully, which is kind of a deep shimmery blue. And then we have Come Clean, a beautiful yellowy gold, and Wild Thoughts, which is a really, really vibrant magenta pink. These two came in kits for the fall collection, and I think these came out in the summer of 2017. Anyway, when I discovered ColourPop shadows, I was like, for $5, you're getting more color. It's, I can't describe it. If you haven't tried ColourPop, you have to. You have to buy some ColourPop right now. Beauty blenders obviously are fantastic. The Beauty Blender Chill is the newest member of the Beauty Blender family. These are basically something that you use for really any part of your makeup, but I especially use it to blend in my foundation and to blend out my concealer under my eyes. But if you use cream contour or cream highlight, these are great for that. Always use them wet, always, because otherwise they're gonna soak up a lot of your product, and then you're gonna, first of all, get a really dirty sponge, but you're also going to run out of product. So always dampen them, squeeze them out before you use them, because that's going to preserve your product and it makes your makeup blend a lot nicer. Let's move on to lips. I have a bunch of colors from the Sephora Lip Stories collection, which they just released. I have 10 colors actually. So right now on my lips, I am wearing Somewhere in Spain. It's a really beautiful kind of orangey nude, and I wasn't really expecting it to look good with my pale skin, but I'm actually really liking it. I like the way that it looks. They actually came out with 3 different types. So they have a cream, a matte, and a glitter, or they're calling it metal. So this cream formula doesn't sit in the creases of your lip. It doesn't bunch up and look all gross and weird, and you can layer it a lot as well. So I am going to swatch the other colors. This one is Take a Spin, has kind of a carousel theme. This is one of the metal finishes. There's that one. It's like a bronzy rose gold. Super, super beautiful. I feel like this would be really pretty as well on top of a nude. Something else that's really fun about these lipsticks is each one of them has their own case. So they're super unique and different. This next one is Golden Gate, and this one I love because I live pretty close to San Francisco. This is really a rich berry color, and this is the matte formula. So putting it on my hand right now, there is a little bit of a shine to it. It's possible that it will dry down a little bit. I will let you guys know, but it does seem like it would still be very comfortable on the lips. And then we have this next one. This is Coconut Grove. This one I put on and it was not my favorite. This is the metal finish. This one I really actually did not like. It's not very pigmented. It looks fairly cheap against my skin tone, and so it does have a pretty shimmer to it for sure, but just this color was not for me. And then this next one is a matte formula as well. This is Trippin', and of course I had to get this one. It's purple and it looks like it's gonna be really beautiful. We'll have to see. Yeah, so the pigment is definitely incredible on the matte. I can definitely see the difference between the metal and the matte. This one looks a lot more matte than the Golden Gate color, so I definitely love that. I think that would be super, super fun for a party or just if you're in a crazy mood. Another thing I wanted to say is I have a lot of the unconventional colors because I was looking online and I really mostly saw swatches of the nudes and the reds, and you know, I want a variety when I'm looking at stuff. So I wanted to get some of the more interesting colors. For example, this one is Ouch. The casing is super adorable with the cacti on it, and it's this really bold kind of greenish teal color. This one again is a little bit more sheer. It's the metal finish, so that's that one on the end there. And it's still really beautiful. I definitely like it. It would be maybe better over like a liquid lipstick matte base or something like that. I'm sure that you're gonna get a lot of color from it, but it's not super, super opaque. This next one is in the color Icebreaker. This is a super unique color. This is a metal finish as well, but it's just a really deep royal blue. And I was honestly really intrigued by this color when I saw it online, and I just had to try it. That color is really, really beautiful. It's definitely not as shimmery as the other colors. It has a very slight shimmer to it, which is interesting. I think that you, again, might need a couple coats because you can see just the tiniest bit of patchiness with it, but it's still a really, really interesting and unique color. And then this next one is City Beat, and this is an even deeper blue. This is a matte formula. I actually really don't like that at all. It's kind of a weird navy. I don't like that. I don't recommend that color. No, I don't like it. They're super creamy and comfortable for sure. Like I've been wearing this for a couple hours and it's still really comfortable. But I did not like that one. That was City Beat. I didn't like that color. This one is Just Add Tinsel. Very cute. It's a silver and it is the metal finish. Yeah, wow. Very silvery. That's beautiful. That is definitely a keeper right there. How interesting would that look on the lips? I mean, just really kind of space age and futuristic for sure. And then we have In the Clouds, which is a pure white, which I was super psyched about because white lipsticks are hard to come by. Kat Von D has one that's her cream formula, and then Jeffree Star has a liquid version. So this one, it's just the tiniest bit patchy, but if you put this on your lips, you would have white lips, like there's no doubt about it. And then last but not least, the color that's on my lips is the Somewhere in Spain. I'll swatch that just because they're on the end. That is the cream formula, which I guess I only got one of the cream formula, but you can tell the difference between the cream and the matte. It's subtle, but there is a difference in the finish. So there are all 10 of the shades. The other lip products that I really liked were these lip glosses from Bite Beauty. I have 3 colors here. I have Gold, Pink Pearl, and Opal, and these are just really stunning by themselves or as lip toppers. This Opal one is kind of iridescent and has a little bit of a color shift change with your skin when you put it on, and this Gold is just super opaque and pigmented and really beautiful. I love wearing this on my lips. It's just so pretty. All of their products have super natural ingredients, so they're really comfortable to wear and they're safe as well if you ingest them. Let's talk about my eyes really quick. The false lashes that I'm wearing today are from Blink Wink Mink, and they sent me these to test, and I am honestly so in love with these. These are the style Uptown Girl, and they're just so like fluffy, and they have a really beautiful curl to them, so even when your eye is like not all the way open, you can still see that I have eyelashes, and I am such a huge fan. I'm honestly like, I'm so in love with this brand. They're a small brand. They're just starting out. They just launched actually, and they are so amazing. I have tried a lot of mascaras in my day, and I think my favorite luxury mascara is definitely the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but this right here, the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara, is $4.99, and usually there's a coupon at Ulta, and it is fantastic. It doesn't clump, it doesn't burn my eyes, it doesn't flake all over my face during the day, and it's just really, really So cheap and so good, and I definitely recommend this for sure. Two eyeliners that I wanted to talk about. This is the Essence Superfine Eyeliner in Waterproof. First of all, look at the size of that eyeliner. This one specifically in the waterproof is super, super good. I use this for my Pathetic Attempt at Winged Liner, and it's just really easy because it's so long and skinny. It's really easy to get into the inner corner of your eye and really get that fine line, because you don't want a big clump of liner on your inner corner, obviously. And then something that I just discovered is the Gigi Hadid and Maybelline eyeliner. This is the gel eyeliner, and this is the most pitch black, creamy, pigmented liner you've ever seen. I'm wearing it in my waterline right now, and one thing I will say, be careful, because this is the liner to end all liners. You don't get very much in here. You only get 0.038 ounces, and it's like $12, so that's a little ridiculous, especially for a Maybelline eyeliner, but because it's a collaboration, I guess they think they can charge more. Whatever. You have to get it. I'm sorry, it's worth it. One thing I will say, always pull your lower lash line away from your eye, because it will draw on your eye. That's how pigmented it is. Like, it will just draw a line on your eyeball. So pull your eye away. It doesn't say waterproof on it, but I have found it to be waterproof. I haven't had any issues with that, but it is super, super dark and pigmented, and it's unlike any liner I've ever used. The very, very last thing that I want to talk about is a little bit of my skincare. So at the end of the night, when I want to take off my makeup, my very favorite face wash is the Origins Checks and Balances. This has a really refreshing kind of minty scent, and I love that. I don't really like things that smell really harsh, like a cleanser, but this one just, it smells really delicious. And Origins is a super, super natural brand, and I will use my Clarisonic Mia 1, because it's purple, and just turn this on and clean your face, and this one gives you such a deep clean. Like, it's amazing the difference between just like makeup wipes, or I have a Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm, which is really nice also. Sorry, you can hear my son in the background. He's playing in the living room. Anyway, so then after I've cleansed my face, I will do the Boscia Luminizing Mask. This is the pink version. This was a special release for the month of October as well, but this is just a really nice peel-off mask. It's fairly gentle. It will pull out any loose like baby hairs that you have, but it's not going to make you cry when you're pulling it off. And then after that, I have discovered this new brand, well, new to me, Laneige, I believe is how you say it, and I will put on the Essential Power Skin Toner for normal to dry skin, and it genuinely helps with the redness in my cheeks. I have a lot of redness in my cheeks and on my chin and in the corner of my nose here, and this helps so much with that. And then I'll follow that with the Water Bank Essence, and this is just a little pump. These are small versions, of course. I like mini size things. And I'll just spread this all over my face and then follow that with the moisture cream. And this also smells really, really refreshing and beautiful, and I have super sensitive skin, and I know a lot of the time products, face products especially, that have a scent to them can kind of irritate your skin, but that is not the case with this, with any of the Laneige products actually. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging in there for this long video. I just really wanted to go over like the amazing, fantastic things that were released last year. Some of them just blew my mind. Like, there were really so many good releases. He's messing stuff up, guys. I gotta make this quick. He has perfume. Okay, anyway, okay, subscribe, like this video, comment below any questions that you have, or if I forgot any products, please let me know. I will talk about them. I will review them. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know the deets. I do giveaways on Instagram. You guys have been wonderful. I have so many great subscribers already, and I love you guys. And I hope you have a really fantastic new year. Let's make it a really good year. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys so soon. My son's knocking stuff over. Okay, bye guys. Thank you so much. Bye!